Hey everyone, welcome to Paranormal Question of the Day. We'll be right back right after the short intro. And we are back. So, hopefully, everybody's having a great Monday and the day is about done. You can relax and enjoy the show tonight. So, Taryn, how are you doing today?
Busy day. It was my only day off, but I cleaned my house. So technically, I didn't have a day off.
That's always fun, and you must have found something. I did a little clean. I got rid of my treadmill in the back
Why'd you do that? Don't you want
because
that?
I made the room look cluttered.
Oh,
So, and tonight we have Kristi Porter on with us. So, Kristi, Taryn, Kristi.
hello. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, and you?
I'm living.
Nope. I understand that.
Hi, Loki. Welcome to the show. So, tonight we have a interesting show, as they usually can be. We're talking about haunted dolls and etc. So, Kristi, uh, you want to let people know who you are and how you got into the paranormal and why we are talking about haunted dolls tonight.
Yeah, I'm from Excelsior. We have a hotel, the Elms Hotel, that's haunted. But I got into it a long time ago when I was young. I used to go to Kentucky with my family, and my aunt had a house that was it was haunted. I mean, it was like the eerie. And then ever since then, I've been in it. I've had a few houses that I've lived in that's had some hauntings going on, and they kind of follow me wherever I go. I have them here now in my house. I have children and an older lady that likes to hang around, and then I got a doll from Josh Hurd. So
Sounds like fun. I bet you's glad to get rid of it.
You better never give me a doll.
yeah, you know, I've never really had any problems with it except for the two incidents where it knocked uh, a bottle off the shelf and then my remote control. And that's the only thing I've ever had with her. She's been, fairly good.
I would put that in the fireplace and burn it.
That's what
And
all
I
her
say that
things.
respectfully because I'm sure you cherish your dolls, and I respect it. But I didn't even own a Barbie. I don't like dolls.
Oh, really?
And if one threw something off of my counter, I would. Well, I can't even say I wouldn't even just burn. I run out of the house and burn the whole house down with the doll in it. Like I just would be out.
That's, yeah.
Well, better than
Mine
me
is
because
good.
I'd probably punt it.
Punt it. It could come back
Yeah,
if
my
it's
husband's
throwing stuff.
19. Well,
Hi, Alita. How you
she's
doing?
good.
All
I
right. So
have
I'm
noticed
sorry.
though she
I
doesn't
didn't
like to
mean to
be
interrupt you.
held. Oh, that's okay. My bad.
So, sorry of tonight. We have a little bit of a lag with Christy tonight, so we kind of have to when we talk, we'll have to pause and wait for her to catch up. So just bear with us with tonight's show, and she's got a camera coming on the way, so it'll get a little bit better when down the road. So tell us a little bit about the doll that you have and why you want to keep that thing around. I mean, it's got a mean face and stuff like that because I've seen it. You showed it to me before, but
Right.
and why is it dolls? Why dolls?
Oh, like I said, my great aunt, she had a bunch of porcelain dolls at her house, and they were wicked looking. But this one, I don't feel anything negative with her. I mean, she is kind of scary looking, but she's been good for the most part, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, you'd think that, like, like dressers and mirrors and just household items that have been heirlooms for families for years and years. You would think that most of those things would be more haunted than you would get like dolls and whatnot. And it's surprising that it just everything is alluding to dolls. You know what I mean, Taryn?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm an antiquer, so even in here, if I were to turn this around, I have like this whole armor of old medical antique stuff that stuff that was used, and you know what I mean. And I have a bayonet from, I don't know. I'm trying to get the history on it, but I have like a lot of stuff that, knock on wood, not that I know of anyway, have any attachments because I've never really, I mean, I love this stuff. I love antiques. Dolls, I don't like. So like when people tell me that dolls are haunted and stuff like that, it's like you don't have to. I'm already afraid of them. Like there's no convincing. Like you don't have to. You don't have to like make them scary. Like a lot of these places that we go and investigate, they have a room and they have dolls in them. I'm like, why? It's already haunted. You're like your house is already haunted, or the place we're at, it's already haunted. Like even Penhurst, you go downstairs, and I know why there were kids there, but like there's these creepy dolls over. Let's just put some balls around and some musical instruments, and we can call it a day. Like why the dolls? And I also noticed there's a lot of people coming out saying that they have haunted dolls. It's like almost, it feels like now this is becoming like a trend,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like it's taking a little bit away from the authenticity of it, because everybody has a haunted doll. Everybody. Now, I
I
also
got a
want
doll. That thing's not haunted.
well, all right, maybe not everybody, but, a lot of people. But do you have a collection or just one? And how did you determine that the doll was haunted?
I just have the one.
Okay, so you just have one. Well, good, because there are
Well,
some
it came
people out
from
there that.
Josh. Yeah, I have one.
Oh,
Now with Kimmy, she knows Kim Purvis and stuff. She has over 250, I think, dolls in her house, and they're porcelain dolls. They're all haunted at some point, but that's just what she likes to use, and she'll take it to investigation. I had to sit in a room with 40 dolls, so that's just it's some people's thing. Do we have any questions for her yet so far?
I wouldn't want
I'm
that.
looking. Well, I just how did you? So you just think it's haunted because of the stuff that you've seen surrounding the doll, or because Josh said it was like what I mean? Like I don't know how somebody will deems an item or a doll haunted.
He had a lot of paperwork on it from where it was from, and it mentioned, that it was pretty bad. And I know he's gotten sick when he's held it, and another investigator had held it, and she got sick. I don't hold her very long, so I haven't gotten sick. Like I said, I don't have no bad vibes from her. We did do an EVP session with her, and she is very familiar with Melbourne Manor, and she does not like that place whatsoever.
Oh,
Interesting. EVP session with the doll. I have not done that before.
not. Well, I probably won't ever do it, but I was gonna say I never did it. I mean,
I'll definitely have to try that now.
so you were like asking the doc questions and you were getting answers.
Yes. We asked her if she wanted to go back to Melbourne, and she said no. And then we asked her what she didn't like about it, and she said Shadow Man. And my grandson asked if she wanted to go back in the box, and she called him not a very nice word. So
She said what now? What did she say? Grass what?
She wanted to put.
She called him a name.
Oh,
Yeah.
It wasn't a very nice name. She was a little
You can
hateful.
swear if you want. We got
I
a
think
parental
I-
advisory on there. But
Well, she called him a dick, and he was like, "What? She just called me that?" So I had witnesses with me. So yeah, it was not good.
so, what is your next attempt with this doll? What is the next like project you have in mind with her that you are gonna try?
Um, well, I downloaded that app that you had, so I'm gonna try it with that and see if I can get somewhere with her. But like I said, she's been really quiet. I haven't. I mean, like I said, she doesn't do nothing except for when the kids are around. I don't think she's very good with kids because I'm here most of the
Interesting.
time by myself. So,
All right. So when you're gonna, what do you do with? Does she just like sit on your bed?
well, I put her in the spare bed, one of my spare bedrooms, and I bring her out in the front room with me when I'm out in the front room watching TV.
And then like, do you ever like? And does stuff ever happen when you're just like doing your everyday normal stuff?
Not with me, but like I said, when my grandkids are here, that's when she kind of starts acting up with, acting up, like knocking stuff off the walls or off the couch. I haven't heard her moan. Josh says she tends to moan. I haven't heard nothing like that. So,
Somebody asked if
like I
you
said,
ever
she's
seen it.
relatively been good with me.
So you
Yes,
said
I
you've never
did
seen it.
videotape her. In fact, what?
She's asking if you've ever seen it
Go ahead.
move.
I haven't seen her move, but I had her on video, and I sent the videos to Darren to where she knocked off the pill bottle, and she's knocked off the TV changer off my couch. Those are
Okay,
about the
wait. Are
only
we
two
supposed
things
to
I've
play this?
had. Really, do what? Oh,
Are we gonna play this,
oh,
Darren?
Darren, do you still have those?
Actually, I do not. Sorry,
The heck?
I I'm still learning.
Fail.
Fail. Yes,
And I'm
fail.
new at this,
That is
so
a big fail. Capital letters.
but I sent it to. Yeah.
Um. Anyway, I mean, I'll send them to you, Taryn. When we
Yeah,
get
but
done here, I'll send them
we
to
could
you.
have played them here. I would have prepared myself to watch it, but I mean,
Yeah, well, knowing me, I'd probably screw this whole thing up with playing them and probably knock the whole system out. I
did.
just
I probably.
do you have them?
I do have them.
actually maybe she could try to play them on her phone and see how it goes.
Because I wonder if you could share screen.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On a spirit box. Oh.
I'm just afraid to try it because I don't want to lose everybody. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like, you would have to just, all you have to do is just,
Here, actually, if I can find them, I'll I'll send them to you, and then you could share them. Would that work?
I guess.
Because you're faster than I am.
What are you gonna message them on Facebook?
I'll just send them to you a messenger.
Okay.
So, bear with me.
I would like to see it. I mean, since we're talking about it, I mean, so what, do you have a video on her all the time?
Yes. And like I said, when I'm here by myself, she's really been good. Nothing's really happened. But when I have my grandbabies over, which go from 18 down to 8, she tends to act up then. So I just don't know if she's just not friendly, or maybe she just lived by herself for so long. I don't know what the deal is with her. But a lot of people on the paperwork that I got says she's not friendly at all.
Let's see.
So you're saying she's not?
Not when she's with me, but when I got other people here, she'll act up. So
you think she like likes you?
I think so.
There you
I
go.
told her, she's welcome to stay here if she's nice, and not, scare my grandkids. And so she's, like I said, with me here, she's
Does she
really
listen?
good.
Did she listen to that when you said that, or does she still?
I think so because, yeah. In fact, I'll get her real quick. Just a second.
Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta prepare myself for this. Maybe I'll go get her real quick. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, I'll have to putz around with that sharing stuff and just get down pat.
No. I'll do it. But hold on a second. You got it right now. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see if I can. If you come, she does.
What is she? Is she like fabric?
Yeah, it's like fabric.
Yeah, she is She's handmade.
So she's fabric. She's stuffed.
And she's
And then
about,
somebody drew the makeup on her.
She just looks pissed off all the
Why
time.
is
She like one of those dolls back in the day when they would use the stockings to make the dolls.
well, I'm not sure what kind of material it is, but she's got yarn for hair. She's got thread for her eyes and eyebrows and nose and lips. But she's definitely
Is that real human hair?
You got to think about
No,
the
thank God,
person's
no.
intention
It's
when they
yarn.
made it.
Okay, so it's not human hair, which is good.
Wow.
Yes. I think it was 1950s, somewhere in there, is what the paperwork was saying.
So now has Josh noticed a difference in like has he noticed anything different since she has not been at Malvern Manor?
I'm not for sure. I haven't talked to him lately. But I know he was glad to get her out of
Uh-oh.
Oh,
All right.
I'm sorry. Here she comes, right?
Hold on. I got to share screen. So let me just make sure I don't have anything inappropriate on here.
Tom said that the doll looked like Rosie O'Donnell.
All right. Hold on. Let me rewind this. And then I got to share screen. So hold on. Share screen. Hold on.
Sorry, Taryn.
What?
I'm just not good at that right now.
All right. Can you guys see it?
Yep, all good.
All right. I can't see you guys, so don't judge me if I make any faces.
I could see you.
Yeah, I don't know why this is my whole screen. Hold on. Did that change anything on your end?
Nope. I'll say all three of us are on the side and the picture's in the middle.
Okay, ready? All right, so this is the video. If Kristi just wants to kind of set this up.
Oh, she might not be able to hear us. Kristi, can you hear us? It might have muted her.
No. All right, well, let's just play it.
We'll play it. I think this is where the remote control comes off the couch, I believe. See? It's on the floor.
All right, but wait.
She didn't move, though.
But the dot. Yeah, I don't know if that's. I mean, that could have. I mean, it took a while to move. It looks like maybe like. See, I don't know enough about. Because it looks like it has to slide across to go down. You know what I mean? But could it fall from that angle?
It could. It depends.
And I don't see her move. But I guess Kristi's saying because she's there, she's thinking that, like, I guess her energy might have pushed it over.
It could. It could, yes.
Okay.
Why don't we break back to her? Oh yeah, it did. That video did cut her voice out.
All right, so go ahead, Kristi. Sorry, I
It
didn't know
sat
that the
on there
video
for
would do
like
that.
2 hours. Oh, yeah, that's okay. It sat there for like 2 hours and didn't move. And as soon as we went to the bedroom to watch the video of where the pills fell off of the counter, we heard it go thump, and it landed on carpet, so it shouldn't have made any noise with it landing on the carpet. But you can actually hear the clunk when it fell.
Mhm.
It was pretty wild. We kind of freaked out a little bit.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna get the other. You sent me 2, right, Darren?
Yeah, I sent you 2. So the next one should be the pills because we just watched the remote control, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. What the heck is this
Yes.
stupid Facebook doing? Hold on a second. Whoa.
So when we go to the next video, Kristi will be muted because it mutes her for some reason.
Why is this doing this? Hold on. My whole screen is one message. Okay. All right. So here's the next one. Let me just get it up. Hold on. And then I got to share screen. Give me one moment.
Mm-hmm.
One moment. All right. Give a minute for everything to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the second one. Okay. All right. Where's she at? I don't even see. This is you. Is this her walking in?
I believe so. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. See? All right. Here we go. I wonder if I can make this bigger.
You may not be able to because this is like a night. Oh, okay.
Did that work?
That's a little bit better. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. What? Wait. What happened? Oh,
It's to the right.
I see. It's behind you, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what was that?
Yeah, it's behind, hanging up in my.
What was that again? I can't remember.
Pill bottles.
Oh.
It was actually it was allergy medicine that fell.
Huh. And you are we here now?
Yep.
Yeah.
See, that's interesting
Yeah,
stuff
it was
there.
allergy pills that had fallen off.
Can't see it. It was behind her, Karma.
Yeah,
It
you
was
kind
like
of really
coming
had
like-
to look. Yeah, it's behind me.
It almost
Yeah.
looked like
It
somebody
kind
could
of
say that.
fell down.
Yeah, like somebody could say it looked like an orb, but it wasn't. Like I saw it fall behind you.
Mm-hmm.
So, what made you determine that this was
Right,
her?
yeah. Because I had her like a week or 2 before the kids came out. And like I said, nothing ever happened until that night with my youngest grandson and my oldest grandson was there with me. And we did, like I said, that day we did an EVP session with her. And we asked her questions about Melvin. And she wanted to go back in the box, but she didn't like that. So, but there's
Well,
just
who
something
would
about
want?
Melvin she doesn't like.
Yeah, see, that's that's another reason why I wouldn't want to have haunted dolls in my house because I don't need shit flying at me and stuff like that. I mean, that's just not for me. That's not for me.
Right.
Well,
That, like I said, those are the only 2 times it happened was when the boys were there.
so do you feel a difference from, like you said, like when you're there, you don't really feel anything from her, but
Like energy wise, right? Do you
I
feel like
guess.
different?
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know because I
When the
don't know
boys
anything
are
about this, so it's hard for me to ask questions. But I don't. When I'm asking you questions, Christy, I'm not trying to sound mean or be or like I don't believe what you're saying. It's just that
oh, I know.
I don't know about haunted dolls, so like I'm curious and just asking questions to learn about it. Just so you know.
Right, that's fine. Yeah,
um, do you
yeah,
feel a
I get
difference
it. But
So she's wondering if you feel a difference, like the
it's
energy in the
calmer,
room.
I think.
when your kids are not there?
Yeah, when the boys are here, yeah, yeah. She, like I said, it's calm when the boys are gone, but when the boys come, it kind of have a little vibration to it.
Is it just boys?
But she's been good. I had my granddaughter stay here one night and nothing happened. So
That's interesting. I wonder if she
my
doesn't like
grandsons
men.
are pretty rambunctious.
That makes sense, though.
That could be a possibility.
Like maybe that's why she doesn't
Right.
want to go back to Malvern because of
But like I
Josh.
said, I have had no problems with her.
Right.
That or the
Yeah.
shadow man.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, if we join up on an event sometime and you bring that doll with you, I'm kind of curious how it would react to me if I would have any reactions to it. Because being at the museum and stuff, I had a little bit of a reaction holding the knife and holding the rifle of Agin. So who knows what this might do?
I don't know. I honestly I have a hard time with things like this, respectfully. You know what I mean? Like I just I don't
Right.
know. I'm not being mean, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that that you don't think, that you're not experiencing things that you think you're experiencing, but I just have a hard time with stuff like that. Maybe
Right.
I don't want it to be true because they already scared the shit out of me already. So I'm like, okay, if they were haunted, that would make them even 10 times worse, you know?
Right. Right.
Well, I mean, you want to explain, Christy,
Yeah.
about
My
the
husband
the
don't like
doll
her.
in Malvern that's in the case? Want to explain about that doll a little bit?
Which one?
The one that's in
What?
Josh's office.
What doll that's in the case?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know much about that one, but I know he keeps it in a cage or in a box.
Because I know he
I've
used to
only seen
have
it once,
Rosie.
but he's got some pretty. The one that, no, he's had a couple of them. He did give another one away when he was doing the cancer
Yep.
thing for his friend that had cancer. He gave a couple of dolls away. I don't know what the other one was.
Yeah, so he used to have a doll named Rosie, I believe, was her name. And this doll, he did not have it in the case to start. And it would move all over the place in at Malvern. And it would just be really weird. So then what he did is that he put her in a cage and it would constantly shift in the cage a
Right.
lot. But then he ended up giving Rosie back to
Ooh.
the owners that gave him Rosie. But it was a hellacious doll to other people and other investigators that would go to the place.
Did
So
they videotape this doll moving?
I'm not sure. You have to ask Josh on that one. I'm sure he's got video footage of it somewhere in his archives. So
So Karma says you could provoke it and find out for sure. I recommend not to do that.
well, just because you just don't know what's going to be receiving the end of it.
I mean, listen, everything that's made in life, I think there was a study done on this. I think when I had, who was it? I don't know if it was Lloyd Auerbach or if it was Elliot Van Dusen or Tim Vickers or Dave Schumacher. I can't, or even it might have even been Kenny Biddle. I can't remember. No, it wasn't Kenny Biddle. Um, Somebody was saying like they did a study somewhere where people made different things and they made them like somebody was like real angry when they made a piece of chocolate, and somebody was like all happy and in love when they made this piece of chocolate, and and so forth, and somebody just had lost somebody and they made a piece of chocolate, and other people were given these items that they made, and they said the people that received them did have different feelings with these items. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like, so to me, anything that's made with intention could possibly, maybe, I don't know, maybe give off something like that. But as far as a spirit, I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough. I've never.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to take a tour of Doll Island, right?
Yeah,
No.
no,
No, yeah, no. No, thank you.
Ooh, yeah.
no,
I watch that on Ghost
I've looked
Adventures, and
up. There's quite a few. Yeah.
no way.
Robert the
That
doll.
would be like Naked and Afraid in Antarctica. Like I would just be like, there's no way. Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine me on an island like that?
no,
I would die. I would
no.
die. I would dig a grave and just bury myself.
No.
That's
I be
it.
swimming. Right where I came from.
So,
I also
Kristi,
have a
so
lot of stones around her too.
Does stones ever move?
No, they're grounding stones. So
hmm,
that might be why too. Because when I had her out on the couch that day, I didn't have nothing around her. So
So do you think the
I have a
stones
lot of
kind of like?
tourmaline around her.
Hmm. And
I
you're
wonder
not
what
looking for it
what
all.
would
Might
happen
keep
if
her
you put
grounded a
like
little
black
bit.
salt around her.
I don't know. I have to try that.
Yeah.
But like I said before,
'Cause-
we've had things happen here, like when my grandkids lived with us, and the kids just woke up screaming, seeing a lady in white with no eyes. So I've had to ask it not to come back.
hmm.
And nothing's ever been reported there before.
Not that I know of, but like I said, when I lived at one place where a gentleman had died in the home, and then right across the roadway, another guy had died. But the one where we lived at, he would go through the closets from my room to the kids' room, and he'd watch over the kids when they were little, and the kids didn't like it very much. And then once we kind of explained to them, he's just watching over you, he's not hurting you, and then he likes to flush the toilet all the time. My husband would get up and go look, thinking it was one of the kids, and it would be nobody. The kids would be in bed with us. So I've had a lot of experiences, follow me.
A lot of water
Even
waste
my
there.
sister's seen a few things here.
So, how old are the
Yeah,
kids that? How old are
yeah.
the kids that said that they saw the lady in the white?
Lady in the white. My grandkids, gosh, they were probably, I want to say probably probably 4 and 7. At that time, they were pretty little. I mean, when you
All
wake
right.
up screaming bloody murder in the middle of the night, it's a little alarming.
Yeah.
Um, Devil's advocate. Um, could it be? I mean, the doll's wearing white. I mean, do you think they could have? Maybe they were afraid of the doll and like maybe scared themselves to think like, you know what
No,
I'm
not
saying?
this
Like,
doll.
oh, oh,
No,
oh, the doll wasn't there.
no, I didn't even have the doll. I just got the doll probably 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh, okay,
If,
never
well,
mind then.
probably not even that long. Yeah. No, like I said, I've had things follow me for quite a while. And my sister, when I first moved in here, my sister seen an older lady walking up my yard. And we had just moved here, and she asked me who the old lady was. I'm like, what old lady? There's nobody here. It was just us. So I've had names called out to me. I smelled cigar. I smelled cigarette smoke, cologne. Yeah, so
you're
we have a
familiar
lot
with
of
that stuff.
little activity here.
And Karma does bring up a good point, but I think this isn't just with dolls. I mean, I think it's with anything that's made, made for anything. I mean, it's
Right.
the intention that's put behind it, and you know, I mean, I honestly can't say. I mean, I love everything that I have, but I honestly can't say that I would. I can't say that if I would be attached to one of my items that I own. You know what I mean? Um,
What if someone sent you
Right.
like New Kids on a Block dolls?
I have New Kids on the Block dolls.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they're not the dolls that you're thinking. They're not like that.
But probably the small.
I
figure.
want those to come to life. I want my Jordan doll to come to life.
That's funny. So, Kristi,
You know what I have to say? I have to stand corrected. I said I've never owned a doll or even a Barbie doll, but I do have a Jordan doll and a Danny doll. But I'm not afraid of them because, like I said, I want them to come to life. So
not yet until the tag team.
exactly.
Right.
But it's like with anything, like the intention behind it. I mean, if you know, it's like even if you're making dinner, if you're in a bad mood, dinner's not going to be as good as because you're not going to really feel like doing it, right? So, I mean, I think with anything, if you make you know things, people make things. It's the intention behind it, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
So does does the doll give you like different like mood swings or react different to other people sometimes when it's with you and when it's without you?
Not really. I mean, I'm fairly in a good mood unless I go to work, and then I come home and be in a bad mood. And sometimes I can feel the atmosphere change a little bit with her, and she'll just kind of seem like she's looking right through me, you know.
No,
Maybe
see,
TV
no, I
sometime,
should
but
go right out the window. I'd
most
be like,
times-
what? I'm like, which? You looking at me like that? I got you
My
out of a
husband
box
definitely
of a
don't
place
like
you hated, and you and you gonna look and give me the side eye? I don't think so.
Right. I have. Put
If
her
she
back
can
in the
hear me,
box
I'm just
before.
kidding.
And she's good.
I'm only kidding. We're laughing. Ha ha ha.
You know, I bet at the end of this video she'll come in the frame and she'll just stare right at you.
Nice.
I'm taking her outside.
I'm sorry, I had to. So what do you think about these other dolls like Robert the Doll, correct? And then there's where are the other ones that Zach Baggins has?
Andy.
And is there Andy?
I don't know.
I can't remember. There's like two other dolls that he
Let's
has.
see.
Oh, he has? I don't know. I was saying. I thought you meant like just famous. Haunted
Well,
dolls.
I know he had Robert the Doll in his museum.
I think he's got one. Ruby. I think it's Ruby. Or something
Okay.
like that.
Now, Robert's the one that you have to ask permission to have pictures with, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Then they've got the one. I can't pronounce it. Okiku or something. She's from Japan with real hair.
No.
And she's
Japan,
over
that's
in
where all those
some,
movies come from, like The Ring.
monk. Yes. And her hair grows. She's got real hair and it grows like really
Oh, jeez.
a lot.
Wait a
And I
second.
can cut
Hold
it.
on. You have a doll that grows real hair?
Yes.
It grows
Yes.
hair? Oh, that. No.
Yes. It's over in Japan.
That's not even, how's that
It's in a
possible?
monk. It's living with the monks. I don't know, but that's what they say about her.
Definitely won't even. Nope. You have that doll?
I don't. I wouldn't want it.
How can that happen, though? Right, Taryn, how can that happen? How can the hair grow? How can the hair grow?
Unless it's got a little mechanism in there or something that makes it.
The way I understood the story of it is this little girl's brother bought it for her, and when something happened, she had died. And I don't know if I think they had cut her hair at one time and like put it on the doll somehow, glued it on there or whatever. And now, since she's passed on, they think she's kind of possessed that doll.
That could be. That could be then. But the hair to grow.
Is it a true story?
What's that?
Yeah. Yeah, it happened a long time ago. You can look up. It's, I believe her name is Okiku is how you spell her name.
No.
So.
And where is this doll? Is it still in Japan?
I think she said the monks have it.
Yes, it's at a monk's. It's in the monk. The monk has it. And there's one specific monk that goes in there and cuts her hair whenever it needs cut. I wouldn't want it.
I wonder who did you draw straws for that? Like, because I no, man.
That's funny.
No, I would be like, well, whatever monk punishment I have to have, but I'm not doing that. I'm not going in there and cutting no doll's hair. Nope.
Right.
Oh man. So.
I wouldn't want it.
So, what do you feel about clowns being haunted and stuff like that, and other various issues that I'm afraid of clowns, I'm afraid of dolls, and so forth. So, what are your views on clowns?
That was poltergeist.
Well, for me, my daughter did not like clowns. She hated them. A
lot of people do.
She didn't like them.
Yeah, you're talking about 2015 Poltergeist, I believe, with the clown, right?
2015.
Yeah, you're talking about Poltergeist, right?
I'm talking about the original Poltergeist.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Darren. Okay, we all know you're younger than me, but we don't have to celebrate it on a live video.
We're the same age.
How do you say 2015 Poltergeist?
Because there's one that came out in 2015 remake.
No. The original Poltergeist, the clown when the clown pulled him under the bed.
Yeah.
That and Wayne Gacy. I mean, just throw the two of them up in the air. Who likes clowns?
He's the one I think that really projected the whole clown thing, that to be afraid of clowns.
Well, then I don't know if that was going on in your neck of the woods, but remember there was reports of people just dressed up as clowns, like standing on the side of the road or in the woods and stuff.
Oh, that takes part of it.
Okay, no, but
I have heard that.
No. That was happening in our area. People were just like it was on the news. Like people were just like dressed as clowns, and we're like it was like a couple of years ago, and we're just like standing in places where if you were like driving down the street, you would just see them. Listen, and I said, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'll run it over. Okay? You don't mess around like that. You don't stand on the side of the road dressed as a clown, being all weird.
Well, back in the, you're talking a few years ago. So the last It movie that came out.
Thank you. It was all over. It was happening everywhere.
Yeah. The last It movie that came out, the clowns are going to be, they're in the woods and all that stuff, and it was all portrayal towards the movie and stuff, but the clowns actually were trying to hurt people in real life. So that's what that was all going on. So it
Well,
happened up here too.
I've never even seen any of the It's.
I've seen them both. They're good. I've seen the original. I like the original better, but the newer version is a lot more creepier. That's the thing with the remakes and stuff like that. They try to make them a lot more darker and really make you shit your pants, you know. But
I won't watch it.
yeah, but
Yeah, no, this was true. This was like real. This was real. This was on This was on in the news. Like it wasn't a movie. You know, there were like people being weird, dressing up as clowns. Anyway, I hate clowns and I hate dolls.
Shot by me.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Who does that?
if you don't want to go up there and just push that nose and say, "Boop."
No, if I saw somebody standing in my, I don't even know. That would be their fault. I was like, oh, they scared me, and my car wheel jerked, and it just happened. I don't know what happened.
Oops.
I had to protect myself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I want to switch things a little bit around here.
I have a question.
Fire away.
So has anybody ever evaluated the dolls? You know, like because John Zaffis did Haunted Collector and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like, has anybody ever talked to him about any of the dolls?
I have. I asked him. I did a back. Let's see. My daughter's been going on 5 years. So probably about 4 years ago or 6 years ago, we went to the Missouri State Penitentiary with Dustin and Steve Gonzalez, and John Zaffers was there. And I asked him about the Annabelle doll. And he said that thing is locked up with the key. His aunt and uncle had buried property. They had like acres and acres of property. They got everything buried in the ground. So if they ever dig that ground up, he said they'd be in some big trouble. So that's what they did. But he said it's definitely real. It's not a nice doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see the episode where Zach tried to actually go and grab that doll on that one episode, and you got I forgot the guy who actually owns it, but he was having mittens on, taking this thing out with mittens, you know, and Zach was actually trying to grab it, and they got heated about that.
I don't watch that show.
Yeah, it's a few years ago. So how do you feel about the Dibbit box? Now, the Dibbit box is a real big discussion where they like to sell them on eBay and all that stuff. And do you think that some of these things are just fake, or do you think there's actually a lot of haunted stories behind them to make them what they are?
I'm not for sure on that one. I kind of got my iffies on it, but I've looked that up before, and they've had some stories on it where a guy had owned it, and it done something to his mother, so he had to go and put it in his garage. I wouldn't want it.
Yeah. What so Taryn, what would you brave yourself to go and see that it's haunted for sure, an item, okay? What would you bring yourself to go and look at what's haunted? Like, would you go to the box, get close to it, or would you want to go to like the museum that Zach has and look at the cauldron that belonged to Ed Gein and all that stuff? Would you ever do that, or is that something that would be a pass?
I think I don't know because I honestly,
or should it take Kenny Biddle with you?
so like I have I'm more superstitious than I am with believing that an item can be haunted by a spirit
Hmm.
or have an attachment. So like I wouldn't, even though I don't believe that a divot box is what it is, I still wouldn't open it because in the slight chance that it
Right.
might be true. There's my superstitious, my superstition coming in, like, nah, I'll just look at it, So I wouldn't skip it because I'd be afraid. It's just that I would skip it out of superstition.
Hmm. Yeah. See, I don't know. I don't think I could bring myself to go into his museum. It's just because I don't care for the guy too much. But I have enough friends around close by, like Kristi, and they have their haunted items, and Josh has got his haunted items and stuff like that at the manor. That I think that's more than enough for me.
Oh, wait a minute. Karma says there's only 9 in the whole world. What? Haunted dolls or haunt what?
Probably Dibbit boxes. That's probably
Oh,
what she's mentioning.
oh.
That's
Yeah,
just
I
a
was gonna
guess, though.
say.
So
Yeah, I've looked up the haunted dolls. They said there's like 10 most haunted dolls, which was Robert, Annabelle, uh, one called Letta, Mandy, and then there's another one I can't pronounce. And Ruby,
That one, that China one.
yeah.
Charlie. Yeah.
One day there might
And
be a
there's another
Taryn.
one like maybe.
Haunted Barbie doll, right? There's a haunted
Yeah.
Terran.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would want to be a Barbie
That's-
doll only
that's
because
the one.
you could. Yeah, because I would want to be a Barbie doll because then you could put me next in between Jordan and Danny. They would be like my Kens.
Actually, there is a haunted.
There's a haunted what?
There is actually a haunted. It's called Pula Uben. It's like a Barbie doll. I can't pronounce the name, but it's like a Barbie doll that's haunted. It's got like natural powers, they say.
A woman Barbie doll?
That's what I think it is. Yeah, it's PULAN and then UBIN is how they spell it. And it's like a Barbie doll with it possess special powers or something. What it is, I don't know.
I wouldn't want to find out. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know why.
Right.
Like, no, it's like skydiving. Like, you don't know if your parachute's going to come out or not. You're just like taking a chance,
That's a nope. That's a nope.
Right.
Like, I'm good in my little corner here, and I'm sure people could argue. You go
Yep,
into
for
haunted
me too.
buildings and you go do this, you go do that. You could, come across something bad. Yeah, I could, but I'm also to what we know. What in our whatever. I've had training and education and learning and this and that on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Is cray cray? Is she cray cray? Look at her. I love her. It's cray cray. I actively hunt for them. I think she's talking about the divot box, right? Still, is that what we're talking about?
I don't know. Let her clarify real quick if it's dolls or divot box.
I think that's what she was saying. Was there was only 9 in the world? Was the box?
Yeah.
Oh, dolls.
Well, she said dolls. Okay.
So there's only 9 haunted dolls in the whole world.
Makes sense to me.
People claim to have collections.
Well, like I said, my friend Kim, she's got a whole mess of dolls in her.
Okay. So that was about boxes.
Oh, okay.
She
Okay.
actively hunts for the dolls. I got you. Sorry, babe.
Okay. And that makes sense. I mean, like I said, my friend Kim's got like 240 or 150 porcelain dolls in her house that are,
Why?
she just likes them. And, during their shows, actually, on REP Paranormal and Friends show on the radio, sometimes that she'll have Allison hold one of her dolls and it acts up during the show sometimes. It's interesting.
Acts up how?
It'll tip its head up, or it will like close its eyes when it's laying flat. Like it'll close its eyes. It starts kicking her feet every once in a while.
Kicking
So
whose feet?
the doll's kicking its feet.
You see this? It moves.
No, she's sharing it over on the radio of what's going on.
Wow.
So there's no actual footage of this. It's just what's hereby. So, but that's every once in a while. They'll do that. So Kristi, what is your next paranormal location that you'll be investigating? Anyone coming up anytime soon?
I got one coming up next year, which is going to be back at Melbourne, Iowa. Back at the Melbourne Manor. I'll be back there in April.
Okay.
Can you take the doll with you?
It's an all-nighter. I think I'm going to, yes. My kids probably won't like it, but I'm going to take it and see what she does. Kind of see how she interacts. Like I said, I don't think she's very fond of it, especially Shadow Man.
You said that she said
that was one name we definitely. Go ahead.
I
was just saying. You said that she was saying she didn't want to. She didn't want to go there, right?
Right. I don't know if it's
Josh
Shadow
will love you for it.
Man or what, but yeah. But she didn't want to go back.
Right. So this is a fantastic episode of Haunted Dolls, and I don't know. What do you think, Darren? What did you learn from this today? From this show about haunted dolls? What do you think?
Well, I haven't changed my mind. I still don't like dolls. I think it's interesting,
Right.
The videos were interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I would have to do more research and stuff like that on things like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't look up dolls, the haunted dolls that often, because it's not an interest of mine because I'm not a fan of it either. But just the fact that an object like that, and any other object, like it would rather be a toilet, it could be a dollar bill for all I know, could be haunted.
That would suck to come back and you're like attached to a toilet.
Yeah, it would be. It would be.
No
fun. Last question for you, Kristi. What's the one object in the world that you would never want to be haunted? And you can't say doll.
Not for sure. I have to think on that one.
I would say a car.
You got me on that one.
I wouldn't want my toothbrush to be haunted.
That was odd.
Yeah, it's different. Toilet is number one. I used to do this on the radio every once in a while. I'll throw out the question to guests on other radio shows that I'm in chat with. Let's see, toilet's one, car's number two. Let's see, three would be your phone or your computer.
Karma's at her bed.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't want your bed to be haunted.
I wouldn't want my car. Sure. I wouldn't want my car to be haunted.
See, now I feel differently because I would want my car to be haunted.
Why? I don't like not having control of an 800-ton machine that can just go plowing into a side of a building.
Well, And the reason is because I don't drive very well at night, so let it be
You could
haunted
get
and
like
take.
you could get like a chauffeur for that. Why would you want your car to be haunted?
Oh, I want to play a little bit Night Rider there.
That's computer.
I know. I know it's a computer, but still, I would want my car to be haunted so it can drive me all over the place at night, and I don't have to do anything and don't have to pay for a chauffeur. Just let it drive. And have you seen those videos where uh, it's in San Antonio, and I'm sure it's in other locations where you go by a railroad track, you put your car in neutral, and then the spirits will push your car over the railroad and off to the other side.
Okay, first of all, I wouldn't even attempt that because my luck, a train will be coming.
They've done it without trains. They've done it without trains.
Mm.
So true. No, listen.
Now that you mentioned that, Darren, airplanes would probably be mine. I don't like flying.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
That's a huge fat second for sure for me.
Just can't say snakes on a plane.
Yeah.
Every area I feel like has like every area I feel like has its own like ghost story like that. Like we have the Acco ghost where you pull your car up, you turn your lights off, you honk your horn 3 times, and supposedly you see this white ball of light coming up. You know what I mean? Like there's another one where there's a car. I think it's like a hill, and you're opposite the hill, and the way the car's going in, and somebody once said they said there was handprints on the back of the car. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's all these like kind of like I feel like everywhere has a story like that.
Oh yeah. And those are more like urban legends,
Yeah, urban legends.
which would be good for another episode to talk about urban legends.
Yeah,
there is a
one. We have one here.
An urban legend.
Yeah, there's one in Independence where I used to live. There's an urban legend there, and it's been going on since I was young, and I'm over 50, way over 50. So it's been around for as long as I can remember. I think even my dad remembers hearing stories about it.
Yeah, they just tend to stick for some reason. Those urban legends.
Yeah.
But you know what we could do if you're really going to do that? Like, I'll go out to the urban legend one and we'll do it.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Because there's actually one in Wisconsin Rapids. There's one. It's called the Bloody Bride Bridge. And this one here, you're supposed to drive over this bridge at midnight, and the moon's gotta be full, okay? And what happens after a certain part of midnight, like there will be like a fog that would go over the bridge, and next thing you know, there's a wet spot in the backseat of your car where the bride had sitting in your backseat of the car. You don't see the bride, but there's a wet spot that it claims that it leaves.
Did you ever try it?
Not yet. I want to, though. I definitely want to.
Why don't you do it?
Gotta find time to go do it. And they gotta, I guess, say the least, have the other ones gotta have time to go with me and want to do it.
Sure.
I don't know if she believes too much in urban legends, but
oh yeah, I'm not going at it alone, but that's only because where this is at, it's in the Pine Barrens, so.
Okay. Remember that one thing I sent you that you haven't seen before? Was it like a house in the woods? Yeah, I sent it to you probably a month ago or so. It was something that you haven't seen before. That's in New Jersey. It's a house that's like tucked away in the woods.
Oh no! You send it to me?
Yeah, it's probably somewhere in your messenger. But It's pretty far back, probably.
Shitballs. Can you send it to me again?
If I find it, yeah, I'll send it to you again. Other than that, do we have any more last final questions for Kristi at all? We're reaching the top of the hour here. Oh, past the hour, sorry.
Bachelor's Grove. I don't know what that was to.
Bachelor's Grove. I think. I want to say that's in Illinois.
I don't know about any other urban legends anywhere. In any other state or any other town, really, because I feel like urban legends are more like by town, aren't they? Really?
It all depends. Like,
well, the Jersey Devil's considered an urban legend.
Yeah. And then you also got Mothman, stuff like that.
But would you consider them urban legends or cryptos?
I consider Mothman like an urban legend because it's kind of. I don't consider that a cryptid. I would more consider like the New Jersey Devil more of a cryptid type deal.
Really?
Yeah, I would. Bigfoot obviously is cryptid, but what she's talking about, this is where I believe my friend Mike Ricksecker was at, and there'd be like a house that would constantly move in Bachelor's Grove. It would constantly move in one spot to another spot. It's interesting how that works. It's kind of like how when you're in the woods and you got those magical stairs in the woods. I'm sure Kristi's heard about the stairs in the woods.
Yeah.
Carmen, he was talking about a house in New Jersey.
Okay.
I think she was asking about because you said you sent me that, and she was saying,
yeah, there's something. It's like a demon house. It's like a demon house in New Jersey somewhere.
It's like almost every house here.
Hey, Taryn, what's that knock?
I love New Jersey so much.
But anyhow, yeah, I think there's also every state I think has a Hell's Gate bridge.
I've never heard of one here.
Yeah, there's one in Texas is a big one. It's in one in every state. They call it a Hell's Gate bridge. It's like you go into when you drive onto it, it's like you're it's like you're going through a portal at the other end of it. It's kind of weird.
Oh, we probably don't have that. It's probably just New York and New Jersey, like the tunnels that like bring us together. That's probably Hell's Gate right there because it's one and the same.
Probably. But
we have the Dead Man's Curve around here.
Dead Man's Curve. Now I've heard of that in other places. Dead Man's Curve for sure.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with urban legends. It could be the same, but in all different states.
We have it's Route 55. I shared something about that back in the day, like because everybody talks about like all these other roads here in New Jersey. Like there's a Clinton Road that's supposed to be haunted, this and that. The Acco Ghost, that's on a certain road because that's back where there was a plane crash a long time ago. A Spanish guy, he was trying to be the first. I'm gonna totally chop the history of the story up. Long story short, it's called the Carranza Memorial. Plane went down in the middle of the night. He was trying to make it somewhere by a certain time, but his plane went down. This is like probably 25 minutes for me. But it's called the Carranza Memorial. People say like at nighttime, sometimes you can hear a plane. Someone got an EVP from there saying, did we survive the crash? What year? So there was an EVP asking people, what year is it? Did we land safely? Stuff like that. Like people get back there. I went once and I never really got anything, but I only went once.
Yeah. And that's probably a place that you probably got to go multiple times to something to turn up, So, anywho, So, thank you, Kristi, for being on tonight. It was very interesting to talk about your haunted doll and paranormal stuff and how you got into it. And I'll have to have you on again and talk about some other paranormal stuff and your adventures that you've gone to Malvern and stuff like that. So, and Taryn, interesting episode as
Yes.
always. So,
Not
and
my
with,
favorite subject, but
gotta try different things every once in a while, right?
totally true.
Right.
So, thank you all for being here
Thank
tonight
you
with
for
us.
having me.
Thanks for coming
Absolutely.
on. It was a pleasure having you on. Like, it was very nice talking to you.
Thank you. You too.
And so with that, like I said, thank you for all being on. And remember, you've been watching the Paranormal Brew and the BB3 TV network. Also, when you get a chance, go over to the MGS Paranormal YouTube channel to check us out and possibly give us a like and a follow. That'd be wonderful. And with that, for Taryn, and that's Kristi, I'm Darren. I thank you all, and I bid you adieu. So long, everybody.
Bye.